On today's video, we're going to talk about the 7 mega projects that are going to change Raleigh, Durham, and the Triangle in 2026 and beyond. These are the kinds of projects that will bring billions of dollars, new jobs, restaurants, new entertainment, and in some cases, even totally new neighborhoods. If you live here now or you're thinking about moving here, these are the projects that you want to know about heading into 2026. If you're watching this video because you're thinking about moving to the Triangle, or you already live here and want to make a move inside the area, I help a lot of families and individuals buy and sell homes all over Raleigh, Cary, Apex, Durham, and surrounding suburbs. If you ever want help figuring out which neighborhood fits you best, or you're ready to start your home search, reach out using the Contact Now button in the description. I'd be honored to help you. So let's jump into project number 1. First up, we have the big transformation around the Lenovo Center, formerly known as PNC Arena, which is the arena where the Carolina Hurricanes and NC State men's basketball play. Inside the arena, there's already a major renovation happening. They're adding new premium suites down close to the ice, almost like private lounge style boxes, where you can sit right up on top of the action. They're also putting in a new bar that overlooks the ice and the basketball court, plus a refreshed marketplace area on the upper level with more food and drink options. If you've ever sat up in the high area, you know that those top sections can feel a little bit basic. The new goal is to make that upper 300 level feel a little more like a hangout space, not just rows of seats. The plan is to create more spots where you can grab drinks, walk around, and still see the game, the concert, or whatever entertainment's going on. They're also updating parts of the lower bowl, so both the lower level and the top level feel newer and more open instead of just tight hallways and stairs. But honestly, the biggest story here isn't just inside the building, it's the 80 acres around the arena that are being turned into a full-blown sports and entertainment district. The plan calls for roughly 200,000 square feet of restaurants, shops, and entertainment. A hotel right on site, so you can stay, walk to a game or a concert, and walk straight back to your room. And there will also be a new office space and apartments so people can actually live and work in this district, not just visit for a few hours. Construction on the renovation has already started, and as we get into 2026, you should start to see more and more visible changes when you drive by or go to a game. Over time, this whole area is going to feel less like a big parking lot around an arena and more like a year-round destination. Very similar to places like Battery around the Braves ballpark in Atlanta or LA Live around the arena in Los Angeles. Project number 2 takes us to Fenton in Cary. Fenton has already become one of the Triangle's most popular mixed-use developments, with shopping, restaurants, apartments, and office space, all packed in one walkable area. Next phase, rolling into 2026, is going to make it even bigger. When it's fully built out, Fenton is planned to have over 2.5 million square feet of retail, dining, office spaces, plus more residential parking and public parking deck to handle all the crowds. One of the headline additions is a new boutique hotel called the Pagemore Hotel at Fenton. It's designed as a high-end social hub with its own Eastern Mediterranean restaurant and a lobby bar and a playful coffee concept, all inside the hotel. On the food and drink side, we've also got some big name brands that people are excited about, like Sweet Paris and the Salty Donut. These two alone will pull in a lot of folks from all over the Triangle who want a fun brunch spot, dessert, or coffee shop. So if you love food and a walkable lifestyle, this next phase of Fenton is going to be a big deal. More places to eat, shop, and places to stay, and even a stronger reason for people to spend time in Cary. Project number 3 is all about Midtown Raleigh, which is basically the area around North Hills and the Exchange. Over the last 10 to 20 years, North Hills has gone from a basic mall to one of Triangle's main live, work, play hubs. Now it's layering on another wave of growth. On the North Hills side, you've got a long list of new and popular spots from True Food Kitchen, Sweet Green, Village Tavern, and the Restoration Hardware Rooftop Bistro, to a whole mix of shopping like J. Crew, Madewell, Lululemon, Aloe, and more. There are also new apartment projects like The Strand, which is bringing hundreds of units plus ground floor retail. Right next door, you have the Exchange and the 1000 Social building, which is an extension of Midtown with the same idea: live, work, eat, and hang out in one connected space. Inside the 1000 Social, you'll find Peregrine, a very popular restaurant that blends Southern comfort and South Asian inspired flavors. Work by the Optimist, which is a coffee shop that's perfect for bringing your laptop, grabbing a drink, and getting some work done. On the side note though, they posted closed until further notice on the social media recently, so definitely check their socials to see when they're open again. Toastique, a gourmet toast, juice, and coffee bar on the first floor, which is another great option for breakfast, brunch, and a quick bite. There are also more shops and restaurants opening in and around the Exchange, plus a central green space for walking paths, outdoor seating, and small park areas. As 2026 approaches, the next big chapter in our story is the future 2000 Social Tower, which will be another office building in the Exchange. 1000 Social and 2000 Social are planned to be connected by a sky bridge near the top of the buildings, so the whole complex feels like one connected skyline instead of two separate towers. Right beside that, you'll have a huge Lifetime Fitness with a large health club and a rooftop beach club, plus Lifetime branded apartments attached. That's planned to open sometime between 2026 and 2027, and it's going to be a major anchor for the health and wellness side of this district. On top of that, more apartments, condos, and even larger green space are planned inside the Exchange and the broader Midtown area. The big picture is Midtown Raleigh is turning into a place where you can wake up in your apartment, go downstairs, work in an office building, walk to grab a cup of coffee, grab dinner, meet friends for drinks, and all while never getting in your car. Project number 4 is downtown Raleigh. There is a major expansion of the Raleigh Convention Center in the works. When the project is finished, the city will be able to host bigger conferences, larger events, and more national level gatherings than it can today. Part of this plan includes building a new 500-room Omni Hotel that will connect to the convention center. That means people can fly into RDU, check in downtown, walk into their conference, and then walk right into restaurants, bars, and the rest of downtown Raleigh, all without needing a car. Because the convention center is expanding, the city also has to move the Red Hat Amphitheater. The amphitheater is a very popular outdoor concert venue. So instead of losing it, they're relocating it and building a new version nearby that should be ready in the next couple of concert seasons. Some folks say downtown Raleigh is still a little low-key compared to other big city downtowns. A project like this changes that. When you combine a bigger convention center, a larger modern Omni Hotel, a new version of Red Hat, and more people walking around at all hours, you get more foot traffic, more nightlife, more restaurants, and more reasons for people to stay downtown instead of driving right back home after work. This isn't just a short-term upgrade, it's a big step in the city's long-term vision to make downtown Raleigh feel more like a true, authentic city. Project number 5 takes us to a downtown Durham where the Novus is now one of the biggest additions to the skyline. The Novus is a 27-story mixed-use tower right in the heart of downtown Durham. It includes condos, apartments, plus a long list of amenities like a pool, fitness center, shared spaces for residences. What makes this so important for the Triangle is that it brings hundreds of new residents into walkable downtown Durham and adds another true high-rise to the skyline. And it sits in an easy walking distance from the Durham Bulls ballpark and Durham Performing Arts Center, more commonly known as DPAC. As more people live downtown full-time, that supports even more small businesses and keeps the city active, not just during work hours, but at night and on weekends too. If you're someone who likes urban lifestyle and walkability to restaurants, bars, and events, projects like this are a huge step in the right direction. Downtown Durham is really adapting to people who are coming from larger cities and want that kind of feel, but also want a space where they can actually settle down and make it home. Project number 6 is one that affects everyone in the Triangle. Whether you travel a lot or you just have friends and family visiting, we're talking about RDU International Airport, RDU is rebuilding its primary runway so it can handle larger planes and more flights. Along with the new runway, they're also planning terminal upgrades with more gates so more airlines can fly in and out of Raleigh, and a new centralized parking and rental car complex. That makes it much easier to pick up your rental car without bouncing between different lots. Why does this matter? Because RDU is basically the front door to the Triangle when people fly in and out for work, tech jobs, college visits, or to see family, they come through RDU. As this project moves forward, you're going to see more nonstop flights to places like Jamaica and the Dominican Republic, Bermuda, Vancouver, and other major destinations. More choices of airlines and departure times, and a smoother overall experience for both locals and visitors. For people who travel for work or want to retire here and still be able to fly easily to see the kids, grandkids, this is a very big deal. Project number 7 might be the biggest long-term game changer of them all. In Apex, there is a huge mixed-use project called Veridia. It covers around 1,000 acres, and when it's fully built out, it's planned to include roughly 8,000 homes, millions of square feet of retail, dining, office, and research space, a new Wake Tech campus, plus parks, trails, and other daily life amenities. Put simply, this is basically like building a brand new town inside of Apex. On top of that, Veridia will also be home to the new NC Children's Hospital, which is a partnership between UNC Health and Duke Health. It will be the first freestanding independent children's hospital in the Carolinas with around 500 beds, plus an outpatient center and research space. The total project is projected to be between $2 and $3 billion. We actually already did a separate video that dives deeper into this hospital project. So if you want a full breakdown, go and check that out after this. For families, this is huge because Apex doesn't currently have a major hospital like this. Kids in the Triangle will have access to top-tier pediatric care much closer to home. And over time, home values in and around this area are likely to be impacted as more jobs, homes, and services open up. And again, combined with the rest of Vidya, you're looking at a whole new area of Apex with homes, jobs, shops, restaurants, and a major medical center all built into one master plan. So there you have it, 7 mega projects that are going to transform Raleigh, Durham, Apex, and the rest of the Triangle in 2026 and over the next decade. Some of these projects are already under construction. Some will really start to take up shape in 2026, and others will keep rolling out over the next 5 to 10 years. But together, they tell one clear story. The Triangle is still growing fast, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home anywhere in the Triangle, or you just want help figuring out which part of the area fits your lifestyle, I'd love to guide you through my process. The Contact Now button in the description gives you the opportunity to fill out a Contact Now information sheet along with what you're looking to do, and I will be in touch with you within 42 hours. And if you want to stay up to date on big projects, neighborhood spotlights, and moving tips for Raleigh and the Triangle, make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out my other videos on the channel. Thanks for watching. Now get back to work.